What up boys, and welcome back to another video. So this is the first video of a brand new series that I was hoping to do for a while. So I want your honest opinion down in the comment section of what you think of it. But basically it came from a suggestion from a viewer of mine who told me, well, he asked me if I could make like videos of every zone instead of making like one-on-one farm. He thought it would be a cool idea to do like one-on-one farm, let's say Duskwood, and I go to Duskwood and I find all the potential farms in Duskwood and I list them all up in a video, so you can basically go zone-wide, because there might be a lot of farms. It might be a good way for me to discover new farms, and I think it might be a cool thing to do. While leveling, why not just swing by and kill these mobs for that transforming item and so on. So I think it's a really cool idea. I just hope that I can execute it well. So if you guys have any insight on how I should do these videos, how in-depth I should go, because every zone has mining, it has skinning, it has fishing, like you name it, right? But do you really want to know what you can skin in a certain zone, unless it's something special? I mean, I get it if it's like arcane crystals and salatas, if it's like warbear leather in winter spring, but if it's just like a basic zone, there's no need to farm pigs in Westfall and be like, yeah, you can get 720 leather, right? But if it's something specific, like a really specific material that I know can yield a good gold per hour, it's going to be worth looking into. So let me guys know what you think, like down in the comment section. I would really appreciate it. So we're basically just going to start. I just picked a zone. I was going to start with Elwyn Forest, but I was like, shit, I don't know any farms in Elwyn Forest, so I got to do some research. But I've pretty much been through all of Westfall by now, and Westfall has a decent amount of farms actually. So I'm going to list what I'm going to do is I'm going to list the farms that I'm aware of, and I'm also going to try and do research before I go into the zone. Like Westfall is one of the zones where I've killed every single mob in the zone. Like, I've searched up on WoW to see if there's something interesting in the loot table. I've killed them even though they don't have anything interesting in the loot table, because I know how the WoW head database can be with these vanilla zones. So I've done a lot of research in Westfall, and I'm just going to list up the farms. I've made a video on all of these farms, so I'm going to list them in the video, like what items, where you can get them. And I'm also going to leave a link in the description down below with the name of the item and what mobs you have to kill in order to get the item, right? So the first one is going to be the River Paw Leather Vest. Has a market value of 14,000 gold. Goes on my realm for 17,000 gold. It's really good item, and I've sold a few of them as I've shown in previous videos. Now, in order to get this one, you got to kill these gnolls around the bay, like all over this bay. There's these gnolls. You got to kill the mongrels. There's a lot of different ones, but you have to kill the mobs that are called mongrels. So not the herbalist, as you guys can see right here, but this guy, the mongrel. And they kind of hyper spawn. Like, you're never gonna be out of mobs when you do this farm, so it's really no problem farming these. And it sells. The sell rate is not bad, and of course, if there's a lot of people doing it on your realm, you're gonna have trouble selling it. But I sold mine. It took me less than a month to sell it, and I got good value. I sold 2 of them actually. So that was it for the almighty River Paw Leather Vest. The next one is actually also a River Paw item, and this is a staff. Market value of 12,000 gold. On my realm is currently 1.4k. I don't have one on the auction house myself. I would definitely reset the price on this staff. It looks like shit. Let's face it. I remember making this video and people told me like, student, nobody's gonna buy this shit. But I farmed it, and I posted pictures of my sales, and so did my viewers, so they do actually sell. You guys got to keep in mind that there's a lot of people in this game using ATT, like all the things, and they don't care if the transmog is cool or not. They just want to collect it all. They're collectors. They literally go in the auction house and they have an add-on which will tell them if they already have the transmog appearance added to the wardrobe. If they don't, you're going to buy out all the items just to collect it all. So there's a big market for it. But in order to get this staff, you got to kill these guys, the River Paw Mystics, like right down here in this corner. So just kill the Mystics. It's similar to the previous one. Like when you roam this area right here, you're always going to have these Mystics to kill. But keep in mind, you should kill the Brutes as well. Just kill every single mob, because they take up a spawn. If I kill these Taskmasters, when they respawn, they might respawn as the Mystic. So you always want to kill all the mobs. It's really easy. Just make yourself a macro / target, river pond, spam it. It's super easy. The staff is not hard to get. It's a bit slower sell than the vest, but it's definitely an item you should have up on the auction house at all times. The next one, really interesting one. And this is another item that people have no fucking clue why anyone in the entire world would have. And it's the Stendel's wedding band, right? I made a video about this a long time ago. And similar to the vest and the staff, people thought that we were crazy fishing for this ring, because you do have to fish for it. And you gotta fish in this pond, right here in Westfall. So you just fish. The requirement of fishing is literally nothing. You just fish. You get yourself a container. Inside the container, there's a small chance of getting the container. I think it's 4 or 9%. I don't recall, but it's a low chance of getting the container. And from the container, it's an even lower chance to get the ring. So it's quite hard to obtain. And you might ask yourself, like, why would people buy that ring, right? It gives you, I think it's 2 crit chance, but people do buy it. I'm not sure if it's role players, like role playing getting married. Like, we don't need to understand it. We just need to sell it. So it's a really interesting farm. Like, it's a slow seller, but I've sold a few of them, and I know a lot of my viewers have sold a few of them. Now, the last farm that I do want to mention, keep in mind, there's more farms in Westfall. You can farm small lakes, but I don't think it's a really good farm. It's season-based as well. And you can farm the instance Deadmines. I plan on in the future to like bring dungeons in, like why you should farm Deadmines, and like in other zones too. Like if there's a zone in a dungeon in the zone, I plan on bringing that in, right? But Deadmines, there's only the Defy scare you can get, and I got a video on that one, but it's not really that interesting. I know some people make golden Defy scare that can drop from like 2 mobs inside a dungeon, and I do have a video on it if you want to check it out. But what I do want to mention is the AFK cam. You have the Foreman. Like, Foreman can drop Foreman gloves. As you can see, value is pretty good, like over 30,000 gold for this one. And you also have the Foreman leggings, which is also right above 30,000 gold. Now, in order to get to Foreman, like Foreman is a rare spawn, and I've sold a lot of Foreman gear. I have a tune capped at Foreman, but I haven't been able to get the item recently. And I'm not sure if it has something to do with 735 or if it's just like the RNG effect, like me being super unlucky. But anyways, you have to enter Deadmines, like go inside of Deadmines. And you're not going to enter the instance, you're just going to be in Deadmines like I am right now. And you're gonna go all the way in here. Right, this place right here has Foreman, and he has a chance of dropping the gloves and the leggings. As I said, I haven't received them in like a week, but I haven't killed him that many times either. But let me guys know if you get the gloves or the legs, or if you have done it recently and you can confirm that it drops, that it still drops, that is. And besides from that, like Westfall, it has a lot of items that doesn't sell too fast. But keep in mind, when you're dealing with transmog, it's all about diversity, right? There's no point in farming Salatus or Sulfuric or any other dungeon like over and over again, because there's a lot of people doing that. So you basically have to have a lot of different mogs on the auction house. As soon as you do have a lot of different mogs on the auction house, you're gonna notice like a big difference in your sell rate. Like you're gonna have frequent sales. But if you just do Sulfuric, there's no point in having 10 glorious leg plates or jade leg plates on the auction house. You need to have a lot of different items, and that's what I've been doing. Like every single gold cap that I've made, I've always gone out and farmed the strange items. Like it doesn't matter if you farm an item worth 20,000 gold and you know that you could have done volatile water and made 60,000 gold an hour, because it's a lot more fun to build up the auction house. As soon as you have a steady auction house, you're going to see that gold flooding in. And if you're the only one farming for the wedding band and someone really wants to roleplay well in that wedding, well, she's going to buy the wedding band, right? And you can sell it for a shit ton. Like, it's unbelievable what people are willing to pay for these items. But that is the end of Westfall in this series. So let me guys know what you think of the whole idea or the concept. I mean, this is literally the first video of the new series, but I thought it would be a cool thing to do. And there's so many zones that we don't even farm in like at all. So I'm really excited to do a lot of testing in the different zones, and like I'm not necessarily going to find all the farms that's available in the zone, but that's the cool thing about it. If I make a video about like Fellwood, I might be missing like 2-3 farms, but then there might be people in the comments section letting us know, like, yo, student, you should go to Whispering Grove and farm whatever the fuck, right? So I hope that we will find more farms, so we have a bigger pool of farms that we can do. But yeah, as I said, if you liked the video, make sure to press like a thumbs up to let me know that you did enjoy it, and leave a comment if you have anything to say. And yeah, that's it. I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, bye bye.